The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoffs, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on last year's national champion, the Oregon Ducks. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Spartans will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Shotgun, they go to the ground. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season...
Oh, he's got some space! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go forward.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Lewis to throw. Makes the catch. It's Green. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it into 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Catch in the middle. It's Clausen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oregon! Just under 60,000 in this place, but sometimes it sounds like 600,000. An engineering marvel to hold in all this noise.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. They love their team. They support the Ducks, and they've built traditions and so many teams they should be proud of. Getting them involved early is a great sign for this football game.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Fires to the big fella. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the...
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Lewis wants to pass. Using the quick game. He's got it out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. The Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting box, and they need to get something together with this possession. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's exactly why this linebacker has to stay on the field every single down, because he's so good in space. He's good against jet sweeps, he's good against bubble screens, and he can race outside and get receivers down on the ground quickly.
Pulls and fires complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense in zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it, advance, and get what he can get.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Autzen. Got his man. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
I love the start for this quarterback on 3rd down. 3rd down, obviously money down, got to have success. But to have success early, now it opens up everything. Like, we trust him. He's got a rhythm going. He's feeling good, and he got a lot of confidence.
Scanning the field, it's Fox. Finds his man, it's Collier. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Spartans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the ground with the back. Look out, he's got room. Turning it on. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. And the Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds his tight end. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chain.
And I like that 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the first down.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are...
Breaks into the open. Got the first down and still on his feet. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
It really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
Inside the 30. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Lewis to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Lawson. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. This drive facing a little adversity now. A 10-yard loss leaves him with 2nd and 20. Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go.
So the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Looking to the big tight end. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him backed up. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Got it in the middle, it's Sampson. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
Because the QB anticipated that curl route so well, he got it to his receiver early against zone coverage. He had space to work with. After he caught the ball, he was able to make a guy miss, move the chains.
They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. They've generated some momentum with excellent performances in Big Ten play, and you can see them growing game by game.
And that's a big deal, too, in the new-look Big Ten Conference. Back in the day when there were divisions, it was a toss-up every year who was going to win the Big Ten West. That was the easier division. But now, it's just who are the best 2 teams out of all these teams, all these quality teams. So it's impressive that this team, David, has put themselves in position to play for the championship.
You ain't lying, especially in this conference. Let's be honest, the Big Ten and the SEC, they've separated themselves from everybody else. And so you're competing in this conference, in the middle of the season, you can finish strong. Now we're not just talking about conference championships. We're talking about where can we be in the playoff and how much damage we can do in the postseason.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The corners are walked up tight. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Michigan State.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Fox. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Looking to throw again. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
And those 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swatting it down so the receiver couldn't make a play. Nice job by this defense.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The pull and throw off the RPO. Drag down. Liddell move the sticks for a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Sends it downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Punt is on its way. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down to the 23. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He'll do it himself. Picks up the first down, still moving. There he goes. Huge play there into plus territory. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Grabbed in the middle. It's Collier. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Back to pass, it's Fox. He's got him. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3 ball here before the break. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Ducks will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Fox. The second half start they'd hoped for. Going the other way, he's got room. Touchdown, Oregon! The defense gets it done with a huge interception return. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
I'll tell you, you love linebackers that are good against the run, but how nice is it when you've got a guy that can sit in zone coverage like he can and not just pick it off, but find his convoy and take it to the house. That is a game-changing play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. K-State has the lead right now. The Little Apple has been buzzing all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They are up by 12 over Arizona State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Throws to the tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Jones. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
And the Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against a running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Racing to the right. Touchdown, Sparty. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Caught in the backfield, it's Lawson. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
The Ducks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Leaves it with the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. And the Ducks are flying down the field. The give on the option. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, the give, looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience, bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Lewis wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
The quarterback had no shot on that play. He had a defender bearing down on him. He knew he was going to get hit. I think he should have just thrown that thing out of bounds. He's lucky that wasn't picked throwing into double coverage.
No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. The run from the shotgun. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he throws another interception. His third one of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to
out of the tunnel in the third quarter. This quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations.
Oh, he's got some space. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Touchdown, Ducks! He shed tackles right and left and housed it. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Fox. Rushes on him. He uncorks one deep. And it's his 4th interception of the night. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They'll leave it with him. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Gaines. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It'll be 3rd and long. Lewis to throw. Quick strike complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Unloads quickly. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. The backups are on the field. They get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Spartans come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass and was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't Olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job with the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Caught behind the line. It's Collier. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. And the Spartans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. To throw again. Catch in the middle. It's Collier. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. From the gun, running back gets to give. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and have a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Looking for the score. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee.
It's the semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. This is the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, part of the college football playoff. We'll see the number 4 seed in this playoff, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We're almost there. Time to find out who'll be headed to the national championship game. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Got it. Past the 30. The gain is good enough for a first down near the 38.
Chris, what a way to start this game. All this hype and build up in the playoff game. Offensive line says, hey, put it on our back. We'll be able to get things going. And if you can keep running the football like this, man, does it open up the entire playbook.
So one play moves the ball to the 38. It'll be first down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Motion now from the tight end. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. Getting close to midfield now. They bring it down to the 47.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. He is stuffed at the line. It's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
That's what you love to see from the quarterback, recognizing the receiver is past the marker, and a good job by the receiver to know where he needed to go to get that first down.
The Longhorns are going to keep this drive rolling. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
This is the 6th play on the drive. Quarterback making some changes at the line. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Second down, we're going to throw it. On the move now. On the run, he'll let it go. He's got it with room to run. Will not be brought down. Touchdown, Longhorns, as they claim the lead in this playoff game.
Well, it's a great way to start this game for this offense. Everything seems to be clicking. Quarterback's making great decisions. Here he makes a perfect throw to the receiver for a nice touchdown to get this game started right.
PAT makes it 7-0. scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Snap of this playoff game. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end.
That's a good chop here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second manageable here for this offense.
They bring him down, but it's a big gain for the 47.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
Great start for the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
God, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Incompletion on first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 47. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Makes the catch. It's Clark. The reception makes him at 7 yards, but fourth down coming up here.
Chris, I felt like that was almost a 2-for-1. They know they're potentially going to go for it on fourth down, so you try to get as much as you can on third to put yourself in a good spot for this next play. Curious to see if the offensive coordinator has something up his sleeve for this play on fourth down.
So they'll pass up the long field goal attempt and keep the offense on the field for fourth down. Catch made over the middle. The Pirates will try to keep this drive moving.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
The Pirates lining up here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Here's the handoff. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3. Offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Clark. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
Boy, great slant by the receiver. What I love is the quarterback found the window that he wanted to make the accurate throw.
And the quarterback keeps it here. Touchdown, East Carolina, as they fight back here in this playoff game. So with playoff pressure, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
He'll bring it out from his end zone. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. And the ball is is handed off out of the shotgun.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The clock is running. Last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He finds some space. They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down at 48.
The offense comes up with a huge gain. It looks like they're going to go up-tempo. Keep this momentum going and keep the defense as much as you can on their heels.
Longhorns looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Looking to pass here on second down. He'll take a deep shot here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And he's into the end zone. But there is a marker down, so hold everything. Now here comes the point after attempt. The PAT is good. They go up a touchdown, 14-7. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. The offense going to heavy personnel, bringing out the full house. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Gets it out quickly to the left side. Nowhere to run. Up to Allen for no gain.
The defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All you can do is throw it to his back and loss of yards. Now you're behind the sticks.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. We reach the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Short throw complete to the tight end. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Moves out of the pocket. Grab made by the tight end. Great footwork. A big opening now. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Boy, great recognition here by the quarterback, recognizing zone defense. Initially didn't have anybody open, but I love he's able to show that he's got enough athletic ability to get outside of the pocket and be able to make that nice throw for a big first down.
Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
The Pirates will have first and 10 here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. It's an out route, the catch made, and he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, when you run that out route, he's going to end up very close to the sideline. Love his awareness to realize not only keep his eyes on the football, but where he is on the field. He gets his toe down before he goes out of bounds for the catch.
They keep him guessing with a run. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big third down now for this offense. They're down early in the game. All the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive, so they need to convert right here.
On third down, he drops to throw. The pocket breaking down. Can't find anybody on third down, throws it away, and now fourth down coming up. So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. The distance will be from 38 yards out. He got it. The field goal's good.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Turner looking to make a play here. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. The Longhorns offense takes the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? Toss play to the outside. Across the 30. Broken tackle, still going. Now here he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Texas. He would not be denied. They couldn't get him to the ground.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
10. Texas.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. They've had to settle for field goals. That won't work anymore. They got to find the end zone this time. First play of the drive, they look to the right. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. The Pirates hustle to the line to run the hurry up. On the ground, it's Savage. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
Boy, does this guy have speed. How much fun is it to watch this guy in the open field? I thought he might take that one all the way to the end zone.
Here we go, first and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. QB to the tight end for a completion. Tackle after the completion, down at the 1-yard line.
That's a good job by this defense of understanding where they are on the field. They obviously don't want to allow this offense to get into the end zone. They rally to the...
And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, Pirates.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And the PAT is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. Shotgun, here's an inside give. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. No huddle now for the offense.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and offensive coordinator, you hit a wall, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
With the catch, it's Davidson. You get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. cannot connect. Incomplete, and now fourth down. Longhorns will have to punt this one away. We'll see what he can do with the return. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Touchdown, East Carolina. The special teams strike in this playoff game. Enormous moment. Because they thought they might have a special teams edge in this playoff game. The guys stepped up huge that time.
Yeah, you know, I thought it might be their ability to block punts, but instead they set up the return, and man, does it pay off. Some good blocks, and really, how about the athletic ability and the instincts by the return man to give them the lead? They can smell it. They're trying to get to that national championship.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He's brought down just across the 25-yard line. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the out route. Breaks free with room to run. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
He's swallowed up at the line, could not get past that big defensive tackle. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Second down after that previous play. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone. The Longhorns starting a new series here on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The game makes it second and medium. The RPO caught to the right. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
Can they convert on third down and keep this drive rolling? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Davidson. And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. fourth down to keep this drive alive. Oh, looks like the defense jumped offside there. If that's the case, this will be a first down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So 1st and 10 for the offense after a costly fourth down penalty on the defense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Handoff from the shotgun. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss on the play. Defense calls their 3rd and final timeout of the half now.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Fourth down and 2 coming up as they try to keep the drive going. They're set now to try the PAT. The extra point up and good, so it's 28-24. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. See if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the first half clock. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. They start with an RPO. Quick pass to the right. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Chris, this is a great game, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat and to the right, but the offensive line showing the defense it's a run look is what opens this up eventually for a nice game.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab down the middle. It's James. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And he'll just throw that one away to avoid what would have been a sack.
Boy, the quarterback did about everything he could here to wait for that play to develop, and there was just nobody open. It's great coverage downfield, and instead of taking a sack or potentially throwing the pick, he just gets rid of it.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. And the back now goes in motion. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
The Pirates will line up to boot it away. And the offense forced to punt for the first time tonight. See if he can make something happen with the return. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. And now the first play of the drive. They'll begin at the 38. First down, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick grab. And they bring him down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Deep throw across his body to the left. Oh, grabs it near the sideline. It's a huge gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking to throw it from the red zone. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Keeping it on the ground here. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Looking for a man. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texas.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
PAT is good, so it's an 11-point lead, 35-24. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. Just time enough for one more play in the half. Quarterback's got it on the option. The back's got it on the pitch. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Longhorns will kick this away to start the second half.
Texas.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. East Carolina's offense heads back out on the field now. They need to get things going here in the third quarter, already trailing by a couple possessions. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. No way to run up the middle.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. He's running out of time here. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play, or if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
First and 10 play coming up. Wants to throw it. The sure hands. It's Savage. And the defense scores not much of a gain on that completion. The Pirates will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Second down, we're going to throw it. And the pass is complete to the tight end. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Getting set. Here's second down. He's looking to throw. Nice grab. It's Savage. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Looking to throw again. The tight end makes the catch downfield. That's a big hit at the end, but he earned a fresh set of downs.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
In the clear at the 25. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Boy, it's fun to watch this guy run the quarterback option. This time he keeps it. Big positive yards and a first down. The defense has got to figure out a way to slow this guy down.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Pressure is coming. Under pressure, just lets it go. Second down play coming up. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. He goes down, but snags the ball. He gives this defense a takeaway.
Man, just a tough way to start this second half for this offense. You know, when you get together at halftime, you make all the adjustments based on what you learned from the first half. And to come out and throw an interception in the second half, they got to adjust again.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Now they're running on the toss. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Makes the catch downfield. He gets loose. Tackle made way downfield. Enormous gain.
Boy, just a great job by this quarterback of being able to put this ball up into the air to give his receiver a chance to time that up perfectly for a huge gain for the offense.
An explosive play flips the field and suddenly puts this offense into scoring position in enemy territory. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense looking to throw the ball. He escapes the pocket. Finds a man downfield. It's a big gain to the right.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
The Longhorns looking to keep this drive rolling. Handoff here from the shotgun. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1. The shotgun run call. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
I love the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, it can't be predictable. But the execution was a little bit lacking on that one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board on that call.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. That's a design quarterback keeper. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
The Longhorns line up with a 1st and goal. Handoff to the receiver on 1st and goal. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Down inside the red zone, they reach in their bag of tricks here, but the defense does a really good job of being aware and bringing the ball carrier down.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for 2nd and goal. They'll try to power it in right up the middle. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now 3rd down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. So Texas has the lead, Kirk, as we break here for the quarter. As we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. An exciting start to the quarter here as the offense facing a 3rd and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close inside the 3-yard line, you got to come away here with a touchdown.
Well, no surprise here. They're already 2 for 2 on 4th down. Got to make it 3 for 3 here. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Flips it with a running back. Can he make the first down? Tremendous protection. There was bound to be somebody open. Touchdown, Longhorns. Now just a brilliant game from this quarterback with a spot in the natty.
The preparation that he put in leading into this game, the offense doing their job and taking care of him, receivers running good routes.
Fielded in the end zone. It's James. They stop at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So the East Carolina offense back on the field now. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Clark. They bring him down, but a solid game there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the mark.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, these guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield, and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. They'll run it to the left. Look out, room to run here. They get him to the ground, but it's 1st down now at the 28. The Pirates hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Okay, here comes the hurry up. This is what they love to do. They get a big gain on the ground, hurry up into position, and go right back at that defense again.
And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. The Pirates trying to cash in here in the red zone. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
Looking to scramble. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away.
Boy, this defensive plan has been masterful today for this defensive coordinator. Good job of attacking the quarterback, whether he's inside the pocket, chasing him to the outside. And on the back end, they are locked into tight coverage, not giving this quarterback any options at all. It's no wonder they're winning by so much here in the 4th quarter.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield. It's Savage. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now. So here we go. 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. Caught near the sticks. It's Clark. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Pirates. Coach makes the decision to go for a 2-point conversion. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Bringing pressure. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Hey, great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the two-point try.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick.
On the hands team does their job. It secures the recovery.
Offense takes the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, on the completion. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Longhorns line it up with 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Texas. This offense is still clicking.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. Extra point up and good. A 19-point lead now here in the final quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Texas.
And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. East Carolina's offense has back out onto the field now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Pass is incomplete, but a flag is down to the backfield. They may have roughed the quarterback. It feels like a frustration penalty. This quarterback has been lighting them up, and the defense hit him late that time. Offense comes to the line with the 1st down. The defense is going to have to overcome that costly 15-yard penalty. Close to the tight end. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. Defense is coming after him. He's going to take off here, and he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Boy, the defense does a good job of pressuring the quarterback, but really impressed with the quarterback's effort. Not only is he pulled out of that, but he's able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. There's contact on the throw. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
My gosh, Chris, it's been a rough night for this offense and this poor quarterback. Took a shot there as he released the ball, and the defense is just teeing off on it here late, these obvious drop-back situations.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. Diving grab. What a play by that receiver.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a 4th down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that 1st down.
And looking to throw now on 1st down. Makes the catch downfield. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line. The Pirates will hustle to the line to crank the tempo.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a 1st down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 29. looking to chuck it again. That's caught. It's Savage. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker. Big moment here in this playoff game. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
4th down. He's throwing for it. He's got it. Enough for a 1st down. They finally tackle him down at the 1 after that catch and run. A chance to get right back into this football game. It's 1st down and goal. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Defense expecting run. They'll stop him short of the goal line. 2nd down and goal. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Makes a quick catch. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
They need a touchdown here. Down big in the 4th quarter. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in.
Man, that is just incredibly impressive by this defense. And they're looking down there. They're incredibly hyped up, and they should be. That's a great goal line stand, 3rd down, and you're able to come up with a tackle for a loss.
A field goal here doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 on 4th down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, East Carolina.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back, but here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And then, you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. Now they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Leaning on the run game here. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Again, makes it 2nd and medium. They'll line the back again here. He stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from it. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. They bring him down, but that 1st down should be enough to propel them into the national championship game.
Well, why not, Chris? These guys have been doing it all year. This offensive line has been a staple, and this back has the vision to be able to find that crease to get the 1st down, and you're that much closer to advancing.
The Longhorns line up on 1st and 10 now. And the quarterback will take a knee. That's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And now the stage is set for this season's ultimate college football game. We will see you at the National Championship. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler.